Hello everyone, it's Jessie. I hope you're having a good day, afternoon, or evening. Today we're doing things a little differently. The Sims 4 is doing challenges to determine potential future contestants for their new Sims Sparks reality TV show. Challenges have 3 categories: the stylist, where you create a sim, the builder, creating a building of any type, and the storyteller, where you put all of these elements together and create a story. There were a few choices of theme to choose from for this time. I chose rustic, something very new for someone who mostly does modern builds. I submitted a sim called Keya Anand, who grew up in a humble farm with a loving family. She loves animals, has always had a dog or cat nearby, and of course other farm animals as well, but most of all has a love of plants and flowers, so she became a botanist. And a build, as you see here, is a wedding venue that I feel this character has created for small, intimate weddings. She has planted all of these flowers herself and has made sure that there is enough space for not only nature on the outside, but bringing the nature inside as well. I wanted this to be really relaxing, so I made sure that there were a lot of areas that are picture-worthy, for lack of a better word, and also still feel relaxing within the game. So there are at least 3 sitting areas where your Sims can sit down and talk to each other outside. And then once we get into the inside, this is where it will be a little bit more interesting. There are some other decoration pieces in the outside as well to make it look like it's out in the countryside. It's not much of a city area, so you are going to see some boxes, maybe some tools laying around, and definitely some statues to give it that homey, rustic feeling. And don't worry, I've put plenty of lights everywhere, so it's never going to feel like it's too dark. And can I say, I just love how this lot looks like, not only in daytime, but in nighttime as well. There is some very vibe to it. Now in the inside, this is the interesting part. We're also going to bring nature in the inside as well for the part where they're actually doing the wedding. So it's going to feel kind of like a refurbished cabin home, but it's only going to be used for weddings. So there is this space where everybody can sit down and watch the wedding, although we do know that in The Sims that most likely will not happen, but hey, one can pretend. And we also make sure that there are these light white curtains everywhere, so it kind of has that magical feeling to it. And we're also going to change these windows so that we bring in more light and make it just slightly better looking than the other ones. There's also a small toilet room for guests to use if they need to. And just adding some details here and there. I think my favorite part are these fairy lights. I just think it makes it add a little bit more magic to the room, as well as these white butterflies. It makes it feel just a little bit more special. And of course, you can't forget the heart decorations and the hand soap, because everybody needs to wash their hands. As for this entrance area, I wanted to have a little menu where guests can choose from pre-selected choices, but they can eat whichever one they want. And there's also going to be a little menu as well for drinks, which I think is just very cute. Now, as for this main wedding area, I think this one just feels so special to me because we're adding nature in the inside as well by bringing in those plants indoors and just making it feel like a natural space. For Keya, I'm not sure if she would be the one who would be particularly married in this venue, but I'm sure that whoever has a wedding here maybe likes all the plants and flowers, just maybe not the mosquitoes and the bees that come along with it, especially when you're in a wedding dress. So I hope that whoever has a wedding here feels like it's cozy enough for the style that they're looking for. And don't worry, there are many candles, but I think it's going to be fireproof. It's The Sims, what can go wrong? We also add a little piano in the back just so that there can be a pianist if you choose to have one. And then this area, I open it up a little bit more because I wanted the bar to feel cozy, again, rustic, but there are still components that make it feel like it's a wedding venue, so everybody can sit together, everybody can have drinks. There's this little book that you can pretend like people can sign it in when they come in, and I guess the best friend or other guests can make speeches here as well, or sing if your sim chooses to do so differently. As for the bar, I felt like it was getting a bit bare, so haha, pun. I added more barrels with juice so that it feels more like a fun place to sit at and be with friends and family. This is going to be a venue for kind of a small intimate wedding, so there isn't too much space for 15 or 20 sims, but I think that should be okay. Then we also add a bathroom for the bride's room. I call this the bride's room because this is where she can get ready, or he. They can get ready and still have the privacy that they need. And the comfort too, in case a friend comes along and they have to give advice for whatever. Now, if the groom chooses to walk in here for whatever reason, and if you're the type that believes that you should not see the bride before the wedding, there is still a little bit of privacy right by that door, so it should be okay. We also add some mirrors and plants for a little decoration here and there to just make it feel a little extra homey. And then on the outside we add this last sitting area where if you don't want to be in the center of all the hubbub, you can sit down and look at the ocean or at the plants around you. And again, here is my little cottage wedding area that's going to be rustic, very intimate. I hope you liked it, and as always, thank you for watching my videos. If you like this, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!